Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Gurudeva Jaya Gurudeva Jaya Gurudeva Jaya Gurudeva Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol 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 Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashlakaya Chakshurunmilidam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stavidam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupagada Mahyam Dadadi Swapadandigam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Udapadagamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamstam Shri Rupam Sagrajadam Saganadavanadhan Tam Sajivam Sadvaidam Savadudam Parijana Saidam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalidam Shivishagan Vidam Sham He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinavando Jagalpade Govesha Goviga Kanda Radha Kanda Namastude Taptaganjana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhan Sude Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpadrubhascha Kripa Sindhubhyev cha Padidanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimade Bhakti Vedanta Swaminidhi Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshadarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna. So welcome back to Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 4, Transcendental Knowledge, and today the verses are
Prabhu, in the schedule it's showing that 5 to 6. We didn't recite the 4th verse.
Is it schedule between 5 and 6? Actually 4 and 5 only. Maybe there's a mistake. So it's 4 and 5. If the schedule is giving 5 and 6, it's a printing mistake. It's a mistake only. It's only 4 and 5. Okay. So we'll start with 4. Arjuna Vacha Aparam Bhavado Janma Param Janma Vivaswadaha Kadamedad Vijaniyam Tomado Proktavanidhi. Arjuna Vacha Aparam Bhavado Janma Param Janma Vivaswada Kadamedad Vijaniyam Tomado Proktavanidhi. Arjuna Vacha Aparam Bhavado Janma Param Janma Vivaswadaha Katamedad Vijaniyam Tomado Proktavanidhi. Right, Rendu Kamalaji.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Arjuna Vacha Aparam Bhavato Janma Param Janma Vivasvataha Kadametad Vijaniyam Tvam Adau Proktavaniti. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Right. Yes. Anantika.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Arjuna Uvacha Aparam Bhavato Janma Param Janma Vivastadaha Katameda Dvijaniyam Mado Proktavaniti.
Very good. So you are prepared, eh? Your practices today. Today all. Okay, right. Good. Nice. Right. Rekha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare
Om
Krishna.
Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Arjuna Uvacha Param Bhavato Janma Param Janmam Vivasvataha Katam Mithat Vijaniyam Tvamado Proktavaniti. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Okay. Hare Krishna. Right. Snigdha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Arjuna Vacha Aparang Bhavato Janma Parang Janma Vivasvataha Katham Etad Vijaniyang Tomado Proktavaniti. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Right. Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Arjuna Vaja Aparam Bhavato Janma Param Janma Vivasvataha Kadametat Vijayaniyam
Vijaniyam. Vijaniyam.
Vijaniyam Tvamadau Proktavaniti.
Hare Krishna. Right. Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Arjuna Uvacha Aparam Bhavado Janma Param Janma Vivasvataha Kadamedat Vijaniyam Tvamadau Proktavaniti. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Hare Bol. Okay. Snigdha Mataji, you can read the translation.
Okay, Prabhuji. Arjuna said, the sun god Vibhaswan is senior by birth to you. How am I to understand that in the beginning you instructed this science to him?
Right. So, next verse, verse 5. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Bahuni me Vyatitani Janmani Tava Charjunam Tanyaham Veda Sarvani Natvam Vetha Parantaba. Arjuna Uvacha, Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Bahuni me Vyatitani Janmani Tava Charjunam Tanyaham Veda Sarvani Natvam Vetha Parantaba. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Bahuni me Vyatitani Janmani Tava Charjunam Tanyaham Veda Sarvani Natvam Vetha Parantaba. Right, Anantika.
Shri Krishna Prabhu.
Krishna.
Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Bahuni me Vyatitani Janmani Tava Charjuna Tyanaham Vadate Sarvani
Tanyaham Veda Sarvani.
Tyaniham Tave Sarvani
Veda Sarvani.
Veda Sarvani Natvam Veta Parantapa.
Okay. Right. Right. Renuka Mataji.
Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Bahuni me Vyatitani Janmani Tava Charjuna Tanyaham Veda Sarvani Natvam Veda Parantapa. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Right. Rekha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Shri Bhagavanuvacha bahuni me vyatittani janmani tava cha Arjuna tani ham veda sarvani natvam veda parantapa.
Right. Okay, right, fine. Okay. Snigdha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare
Shri
Krishna.
Bhagavanuvacha bahuni me vyatitani janmani tava cha Arjuna tanyaham veda sarvani natvam veda parantapa. Hare
Right.
Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Right. Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Shri Bhagavan Vacha Bahuni Me Vititani Janmani Tava Arjuna Tanya Ham Veda Sarvani Natvam Veda Param Tapa. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Right. Renuka Maji, you can read the translation.
The Blessed Lord said, many,
One
many
second.
birds-
One second. Mataji is read. Please read. Sorry.
Shri Bhagavan Vacha Bahuni Me Vititani Janmani Tava Arjuna Tanyaham Veda Sarvani Natum Veda Param Tapa.
Okay, right. Where is Karthik?
Today.
Outside. Playing. Right. Okay, Renuka Maji, you can read now.
The Blessed Lord said, many, many births both you and I have passed. I can remember all of them, but you cannot, O subduer of the enemy. Hare Krishna.
Okay. Hare Krishna. We all. Right. So, Arjuna Vacha Aparam Bhavado Janma Param Janma Vivaswadaha Kadamedat Vijaniyam Tomado Proktavanidhi. Arjuna said, the sun god Vivaswan is senior by birth to you. How am I to understand that in the beginning you instructed these signs to him? Right. So very valid question from Arjuna, isn't it? Because as far as Arjuna knows, Krishna is the same age. Arjuna and Krishna are the same age. Now, Arjuna says, Krishna, you are saying that you instructed Vivaswan, the sun god, some how many years ago? As per our calculation, as per the calculations, how many years ago Krishna first instructed Vivaswan? Nobody remembers.
432,000.
4,000, 2,000?
4.32.
432, 432. 432 what? 432?
1,000 years.
Crores.
432 crores, huh?
Crores.
Okay, 432 crores. 432 crores years is the kalpa of one kalpa of Brahma, 1 day of Brahma. But it actually in 1 day 14 Manus comes. So the age of span of Manu is about 30 crores. And a present Manu, Vaivaswada Manu, the son of Vivaswan, as per calculations, his age is now about 12 crores of years. 12 crores. So assuming that Krishna instructed Vivaswan at the time when Vaivaswada Manu was born, history or the age of Bhagavad Gita should be about 12 crores of years. So that's a very awesome, years. 12 crores of years is quite large. And Arjuna is, according to for him, it's mind-boggling. Because normally our lifespan is about 100 years. And now Krishna is saying that he instructed Vivaswan 12 crores of years back. So how it is possible? So any rational human being thinking on very rationally will find it very difficult to understand this. And now what to talk about demands. Demands straight away will say that this is a big story. It's an exaggeration, big blatant lie. They'll say, no, Krishna is exaggerating himself. Krishna is bluffing. So demands, they are looking for every opportunity how to belittle Krishna. Many of us believe that the Puranas, Idihasas, they're all very cooked up because they speak about so many long span of years. For example, a king called Priyamvrata Maharaj, who is the son of Swayambhu Manu. It is said that he ruled about 12 crores of years. He ruled the earth, the whole, for 12 crores of years. It's very difficult. Oh, not 12, 110 crores of years. 110 crores of years he ruled. So for us, it's very difficult to understand this. So, especially the Europeans and Americans, they coined this very nice phrase, Hindu mythology. Mythology means myth. Myth means not true. So this term has become very popular. Even we are also accepting this. Singhdamaji has heard this. Have you heard this term, mythology?
Yes, Prabhuji, yes.
Yes. If we all talk about Hindu mythology, we don't call it Hindu Purana. We call it Hindu mythology.
Yes,
Katha means what has happened, what has transpired, what has happened, what actually happened. This is called the Katha. Myth means not truth, false. So mythology means very nicely, very very diplomatically, they're criticizing the Indian tradition, Indian spiritual traditions, saying it's mythology. So they are waiting for opportunity to belittle Indians or the so-called our spiritual methods and ways of life, our scriptures. So Arjuna, he wanted Krishna himself to correct this thing. It is not as if Arjuna did not believe Krishna, because Arjuna is a great, previously in the study said that there are two reasons why Arjuna was selected to hear Bhagavad Gita. Which are the two reasons?
Because he was a friend.
devotee of a god and friend, as well as friend.
He's a
Yes,
friend of
devotee as well as friend. Devotee as well as friend. So naturally, devotee as well as friend means there is no question of disbelieving the words of his master or disbelieving his dearmost friend. No, he accepts what of Krishna as a truth. And that is given in 10th chapter, we have mentioned, 12 to 13 verses. It is said that Param Dhama, Param Brahma, Param Dhama, Pavitram, Paramam Bhavan, Purusham Shashwadam Divyam Adidevam Ajam Vibhu. Is given 10th chapter, Vibhuti Yoga, verses 12 and 13. Arjuna's realization of Krishna's position, factual understanding of Krishna's position, he knows. And he has heard from so many authorities like Bhishma. Bhishma is a staunch devotee of Krishna, and Bhishma also knows the correct position of Krishna. So Arjuna has heard from authorities like Bhishma, and he has absolutely no doubt that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But common man, it's not easy for common man to understand this, because especially we are confused when Srimad Bhagavatam says that Krishna was born from Devaki, which means it appears to be a normal birth, an ordinary material birth, human birth. So naturally, one who is born in a normal way has to be human. He cannot be God. And if he is human, he cannot be Sarvajna, or knower of past, present, and future. Trigala Jnani, says Trigala Jnani. He cannot be Trigala Jnani. A normal person, a human being, he cannot be Trigala Jnani because he can remember only what has happened in his life. He cannot remember what has happened before. And he cannot predict what is going to happen tomorrow and future. So a normal human being, he is not in the position to say all these things. And so that it is, whatever he says, he cannot be eternal also. So the best way to answer this is through Krishna himself. Let Krishna speak about himself. Now, devotees would love it. Devotees love when Krishna speaks about himself, but demands, they will not like it. Because they are not surrendered to Krishna. Since they are not surrendered to Krishna, they find it very difficult to believe what Krishna says. So they will not, when they write commentaries on Bhagavad Gita, they will concoct their own terms. They will try to sideline Krishna. They'll say that Krishna is a human being, maybe self-realized, but he's having ordinary body, same body, senses, intelligence, mind, exactly like us, like human being. So he cannot be accepted as a god. This is a view of so many scholars, so many Indian scholars also, so many people have not correctly understood the position of Krishna. So they derange him. Avajanandi mam mudha manushim tanimashida. In the 9th chapter, he said that Avajanandi mam mudha manushim tanimashida. But Krishna appears in a human form. People think that he is human only. That's given in 9th chapter 11.
Narayana.
Eh?
He was born, when he was born, he was in the form of Narayana.
Yes. He showed.
4 hands.
Yeah, forearm. He exhibited his forearm form to Devaki and Vasudeva at the time he was born. And Srimad Bhagavatam very clearly states also that actually Krishna was born actually into mind of Vasudeva, and from Vasudeva's heart it was transferred to the womb of Devaki. It is not normal human relationship that Krishna was born. Not through any, the normal method of producing child. That is not the way Krishna was born. Actually, he was born, he manifested himself in the heart of Vasudeva, and from Vasudeva's heart, it came to womb of Devaki. And from Devaki, he came out. He was delivered. He appeared into earth. And he showed his forearm form to Devaki and Vasudeva to confirm, because actually Devaki and Vasudeva had done great tapasya, and Supreme Lord has informed them that he'll appear as a son in 3 births. So like that, Prishnigarbha, Vamana and Krishna, these are the avatars, and to confirm that Krishna is personality himself, Krishna form showed his 4-handed form, Maharaja. Because normal, as to the people normally, Narayana is the supreme. Normal people, they believe that Narayana is supreme, but learned scholars, transcendentalists, real Vaishnavas, Vaishnava acharyas, they know Krishna is the source of everything. Like Krishna confirms in verse 10 or in verse 8 of 10th chapter also, Aham Sarvasya Prabhava. And also in Srimad Bhagavatam, in the Brahma Vimohana Leela, it's called Brahma Vimohana Leela, when Brahma was bewildered. You know that story? Snigdha Maharaj should be knowing.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhu.
Stealing of cows by Brahma, and finally yes. Brahma became chastised. He became very, very humble.
Yes,
he tried to. He was a yogi. He thought he was the greatest yogi, but he knew that. Then he understood that he is nothing before Krishna. And when he submitted himself, when he surrendered himself, started apologizing, Krishna showed. He exhibited so many Vishnu forms from his body. So many Vishnu forms came out of his body at the time. It is given Srimad Bhagavatam. So Krishna is the source of everything. All the Purushavadaras, Karnodashaya Vishnu, Garbhodashaya Vishnu, Kshirodashaya Vishnu, everything has come from Krishna only. But normal people, they wouldn't like to believe that. They find it very difficult to understand that, very hard to understand. Now, you can, suppose you are an innocent person, you can always ask, okay, can I clarify the doubt? If you have a genuine doubt, you can always clear that. But there is a method for clarifying doubts. You cannot do it in a challenging spirit. In the same chapter, in this chapter itself, in verse 34, this is Tadvidi Pranipatena Pariprashnena Sevaya Udekshandite Jnanam Jnanina Tattvadarshina. If you are a disciple, you can raise questions very submissive to your spiritual master after prostrating yourself, giving obeisances, serving him with humble attitude, and then putting forward these inquiries, humble inquiries, which should be very relevant also. So that way, the spiritual master will be pretty pleased and he'll give you all the jnana, all the knowledge. So here, Arjuna question may look like abrupt, but Arjuna's waited till Krishna is finished. 3 verses Krishna spoke, then only he spoke. He didn't shoot off his questions just like that. After listening to Krishna only he spoke, but may look a bit abrupt. That why he's asking that you are born, you are all the same age. How we can understand that you have spoken to Vivaswan? But idea is that he wanted Krishna to clarify this, to defy the atheistic attitude, and defeat the atheists. Because they consider Krishna to be under influence of matter only. So Krishna answers. Krishna gives a reply. Properly, very, 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 very relevant verse is speaking. Bahuni me vyatidani janmani tavacharjuna tanyaham veda sarvani natvam veda parantapa. The personality of God had said, many, many births, both you and I have passed. I can remember all of them, but you cannot subdue of enemy. So Krishna is saying that yes, both of us have taken so many births. But I remember every one of them, each one of them in detail, but you don't. So has Krishna taken him any births? Yes, it is given there in Brahma Samhita. It is that he has given so many forms. Then Rama, Murti, Ramadi Murti, Rama, you have the incarnations, at least 22 in given Srimad Bhagavatam. There are lots also, other than that. So Krishna has appeared many, many in different forms. Anadi Rupam, Advaitam Anadi Rupam, innumerable, countless, unlimited. But he remains always ever fresh. That is very baffling. It's inconceivable for everyone. Krishna is appearing in one place, simultaneously appearing in different places. Krishna is appearing in different places simultaneously. And in one instance, after the Mahabharata war, when Ashwatthama killed all the sons of Draupadi, Krishna and Arjuna chased Ashwatthama and captured him. And before capturing, Ashwatthama shot off the Brahmastra, very powerful weapon, very, very powerful. It can kill anything. But he directed it at the womb of Uttara, who is a wife of Abhimanyu. Who is Uttara? Yes.
Wife of Abhimanyu. Son of the mother of Madras.
Krishna was asking some question.
No, Prabhu.
Okay, right. So everybody was, all the Pandavas, everybody is watching, and he's shooting up this Brahmastra and coming to, directly at the womb of Uttara. And Uttara was crying helplessly, "Oh Krishna, please save me." Please save me. Nobody else can save me now. And a very dangerous position. I am going to lose my life, and I'm going to my child also will be killed now unless you do something. Krishna immediately entered the womb of Uttara. But he was present outside. He was there. Everybody could see Krishna outside, but still he came inside. He entered the womb of Uttara and protected Parishit Maharaj. So simultaneously he was outside as well as inside. So you cannot imagine this. Only Supreme Personality of God can do this. Everybody can see Krishna present there while Ashwatthama is shooting. But at the same time, he entered the womb of Uttara and protected Parishit.
Prabhu, one doubt.
Yes.
What is the name of Uttara's Putra?
Parishit. Parishit Maharaj. Parishit. Parishit means one who observes. Because he has seen, and when he was in the womb of Uttara, he has seen Krishna. Krishna is protecting him. So he was so much impressed. I mean, that image, the form got imprinted in his heart. And when he came out of the womb, it is said that he's always searching for Krishna. He's looking at everybody. Where is my Supreme Lord? Where is my Lord? So that's why his name became Parishit. So Krishna says that, okay, here it is. I have come in many forms like Rama, Narasimha, Vamana, Varaha, so many forms. At that time, you're also there. You're there so many words along with me. But you don't remember, I remember. And this nature of Krishna, this inconceivable nature of Krishna cannot be understood by any scholar. Vedeshu durlabham. No scholar, no pandit, however learned he is, he cannot understand this potency of Krishna. So whenever Krishna is appearing, so many of his associates come with him and serving in different capacities. Same way when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is appearing, so many devotees, so many associates of Krishna at the time of Krishna Lila, they also came with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. There is one book, Vaishnava literature is there, Guna Desha book is there, in which they identify all the associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who their real form, their Swarupa at the time of Krishna's time in Dwapara Yuga. When Krishna appeared, who are all with Krishna, same persons were with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also. So their identities were established. Gunedesha Deepika, one book is there. So one of the classes will discuss that, but for that you have to understand Chaitanya Charitamrita. Anyway, only devotees of Krishna can understand this. They okay. Krishna says that, okay, we believe that. Krishna is capable of anything. Now Arjuna, although he is addressed as a mighty hero here, Parantapa. Parantapa means one who can defeat his enemies very easily. But even though he's very mighty, he cannot remember his past. So that is the difference between living entity and the Supreme God. We say that by nature, by quality, living entity and Krishna, the Supreme Lord, is the same. Both are Satchidananda, Satchidanand, Satchit and Anand. But what happens when living entity enters the material world? His intelligence will be shrunk. So you will not be able to remember. When we are in this, when a normal position, our intelligence will expand like anything. Then we'll be able to remember everything. how we enter this material atmosphere, material world, what are the reason, everything we can understand. But not for the time being. At the bonded stage, when we are in a conditioned state, we will not be able to remember anything. But Krishna, although he is coming in material world, he is not affected by guna. So his body is also not made of matter. How our bodies are made? Vijay, what is the composition of our body?
Earth, water, air, fire, ether.
Yes. 5 elements. 5 pancha, what do you call, Mahabhuta. Pancha Mahabhuta. Yes. Sky, air, fire, water, and earth. Ether. So these are the materials which forms our body, the elements in our body. But Krishna's body is not like that. Krishna's body is not matter. He is completely spiritual. He is forming from that will be given very detailed in next verse. Because here you can understand, when Krishna says that I remember everything, you don't remember, the natural question one will ask is, how so, Krishna? How it is so? So that will be explained in next verse. Why I don't remember my previous birth, but you say you remember everything. What is the reason for that? That is a logical question everybody will think. Of course, Arjuna has no doubts. Arjuna, he knows that Krishna is Adokshaja. In a verse of Kunti Maharani says that the vision of these demons is covered by a curtain of Maya. It's called Yoga Maya. Krishna's Maya is called Yoga Maya. Yoga Maya covers the vision of these demons. So they cannot understand Krishna is Adokshaja. The word is Adokshaja. Adokshaja means one who cannot be understood by material senses. Material senses like ears, eyes, nose, which you understand material intelligence. You cannot understand Krishna with your material science. And it has to be purified. If you are to see Krishna, can you see with your eyes?
No.
You cannot hear. You can even the material thing also, you cannot see everything. Things that are very, very far away and things are very, very close, you will not be able to see. Even the forms which you see will be different from the viewpoint of persons who are viewing this, seeing this. Like for example, it is said that the snakes, they don't see the form. Say we have a form like this, human form is there, but snakes, they don't see the form. For them, it's kind of light only. So we think that we got this form is there. We think that is our form. But actually, for many persons, they don't see this form. So we are very much used to this kind of form. We feel that this is our form. But it may not be like that. So it's like the same way, if you go to other planets also, according to the composition of these 5 elements, this will change. That's why when NASA, they claimed that they went to moon planet and they saw that there is no, they couldn't find any life, they couldn't find any people there. So Prabhupada is making a fun of that. He says that, how it is so? Because you will not be able to see their forms. Because now a planet, the basic element is mud only. The 5 elements are there. This composition, the proportion of these 5 elements gives final shape to the form. The nature of form, the visibility of a form. But if this composition changes, our forms will be different, which we will not be able to see with our eyes. So this is a very subtle science. We got a particular composition, And our eyes are used to this, or our eyes are trained to see this kind of particular composition, which it sees as a form of human form, or form of 84 lakh species is there. You find all those particular forms are there because we are compositions like that. You see that the composition changes, the whole form will change. Okay, that's a different science. Anyway, NASA, the American claims that they gone to moon about 50, 60 years back. After that, they are not gone the second time. Now they are saying that they are going to moon again, but it will take 10 years for them. So you can believe how they are bluffing people. If they are gone to moon 60, 60 years back, it is very easy for them to go there very frequently. Why they are not able to do so? And now they say that even after science have done so much in 50 years, so much advancement in science, then now they are saying that it will take for them 10 years to go to the moon planet again. But some people blindly believe the scientists. It's a bluff only. So, Krishna's body is not made of matter. It is completely spiritual only. And he is Adokshaja. He cannot be understood by material science, material science and senses. And Brahma Samadhi says, Premanjana Churida Bhakti Vilochanena. If you have to see Krishna, you can see with the eyes which is anointed with prema. When you have devotion to Krishna, when the devotion becomes very ripe and mature, then at that point of time, you will be able to see Krishna face to face. Srila Prabhupada says that, yes, you can see Krishna face to face, but provided your senses, the material senses, are transformed to the spiritual senses. And that can happen only when you chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, continuously, so that our heart will be purified. We will develop love for Krishna, prema for Krishna. Every second we'll be thinking about Krishna only. We'll not think about dull material things and all that. What is happening to our family? What is happening to that person? What is this person is doing? What will happen to my job? All those things. And you're not thinking about all those past. And every time you'll be concerned about Krishna, how to serve Krishna more, in what different ways I can serve Krishna. So many opportunities are there to serve Krishna, and you're looking for each opportunity to serve Krishna. And when you do that for so many years together, then naturally, because you are not thinking of anything else, naturally the material things will be wiped out. I don't know the term, there's a medical term is there, because when you use your hand, suppose there are two hands, you don't use the left hand, you always use the right hand. What happens? Right hand becomes very strong and left arm becomes incapacitated. What is that medical term, Mataji? Renuka Mataji?
It depends on which side of the brain is working.
Yeah, that is it. But suppose both the side of brain are working, you are able to work, use both hands, but you are not using left hand, you are using only right hand only. After some time, right hand becomes much stronger and left becomes incapacitated. That situation. Same way, when you are not thinking of matter, when you always think of Krishna only, naturally the material contamination will be gone. Or otherwise, other way around, if you're thinking only of matter and not thinking of Krishna, then you'll be more and more dragged into materialism. To slowly come out of materialism is to start chanting, like listening to classes and then chanting always Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. If you do that, naturally, your material senses will be transformed to spiritual science and spiritual senses. And one fine day, you will be able to see Krishna face to face. Krishna, like to see Krishna?
Yes, Prabhu.
You like to see Krishna?
Yes.
Yes. Innocent children, they are very fortunate. They'll be able to see Krishna much faster, much quickly, because your level of contamination is very, very low compared to us. But for that, you have to be very careful that you practice what you are doing now. You don't go astray. You stick to Bhagavad Gita, then advance to Srimad Bhagavatam, and always read every day, and then chant every day.
Prabhu, when I chant one time, I could see some robas.
Some dubas. Some dubas.
Haribol.
Dubas or gobas. Don't be anxious to see dubas straight away. You just listen to only. Okay, listen. Keep on listening only. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Ram, Ram. Listen very intently. You should not be anxious, okay, to see the forms straight away. Finally, it will come. So chant very nicely. Chandra also chant nicely. Okay, how many rounds you are doing now? Even now, only one round, or not even one?
Prabhu,
Stop chanting altogether.
Prabhu,
Stop.
You were asking us.
Yes. I'm asking Chandra.
We were gone. Once call came, so we were just off.
Pardon?
One call came just now.
No. What I'm asking, how many rounds you are chanting now?
We both are not much chanting.
Last year, Mataji also, you do 16 rounds. Hiding behind the blanket. You have to be serious. Because, of course, some benefit will accrue when you listen to Bhagavad Gita. But if you are not backing it up by chanting, slowly it will evaporate. So then you will lose a taste, Sometimes, why you are coming to classes? Okay, one day you can come, 2 days you can come, but every day you cannot come unless you have the taste. You cannot force a person to come to class every time. For that, you have to have a taste. What is the taste for Bhagavad Gita? Because you have to have from love or affection for Krishna. And how you develop affection for Krishna? By chanting only. Automatically, it will not come. Just like that, when you wish also, it will not come. You have to practice.
Yes, Prabhu.
So Krishna says that Abhyasena Kaunteya. Arjuna says it's very difficult to shake off the impressions from your mind. Mind is always, fluctuating. It is not stationary, it's not still. It always be chanting and fluctuating. How to control the mind? Krishna says, Abhyasena Kaunteya, Nigrahena, by in training and keeping off aloof. It's given the 6th chapter, verse 34. Arjuna is asking this question: Chanchalam hi mana Krishna, Pramadi Balavadridam, Tasyaham Nigraham Manye, Vayoriva Dushkaram. You can control the air, the movement of air. Air wherein even a small slit air will come. Even that you can prevent. But you cannot prevent the thoughts in your mind. Krishna says, Abhyasena Kaunteya Vairagyena, by detachment and by practice. Vairagya means you have to detach from matter. Then Abhyasa means you practice spiritual activities. So both have to be done simultaneously. So if you do that, naturally you will be in a very happy position. So all the best for everyone. And the day after tomorrow, we are going to have that pentathlon. I don't know whether you have studied. From the look of Chandra, I think she has not even prepared even one verse.
Two studied.
2 verses you have studied. My God. Anyway, right. Thank you very much. Right. Rekha Mataji, you can do that. Yes, Nasim Kirtan.
Namaste Narasimhaya Prahlad Ladadaine हिरण्यकाशिपोर्वक्षः शीलटङ्कानकालायि इतो न सिंहा परतो न सिंहा यतो यतो यामि ततो न सिंहा मही न सिंहो हृदये न सिंहो नरसिंहं मदिं शरणां प्रपदे तव करकमलवरे नाकाम् अल्बुदशृङ्गां दलिता हिरण्यकाशिपु तनुभृङ्गा केशवधृता नरहरिरूप जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज निताय गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि 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 बोल उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नरसिंहं भीषणभद्रं मृत्युर्मृत्युं नमामहम् उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नरसिंहं भीषणभद्रं मृत्युर्मृत्युं नमामहम् उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नरसिंहं भीषणभद्रं मृत्युर्मृत्युं नमामहम् श्री नरसिंह जय जय श्री नरसिंह प्रह्लादेश जय पद्ममुख पद्मभृङ्गा
शुद्ध भक्ति विनाशकारी श्री नरसिंह देव भगवान की
जय
वैष्णव भक्त शेष बड़ा महाराज की
जय
जय
तय गो प्रेमानंदे
हरि बोल
वांछा कल्पद्रुभ्यश्च
पतितानां पावनाभ्यो वैष्णवाभ्यो नमो नमः
नंदगौरी वैष्णव वृंद की
जय
तय गो प्रेमानंदे श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय हरि बोल Saturday कार्तिक हरे कृष्णा
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु
हरे कृष्णा